Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cougars have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas's offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Bounced off his feet.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
On second down, looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Ware. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide-open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Catch in the middle, it's Chavez. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on second down. Coming after it. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to...
What a snag by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. All the way back to his 5-yard line. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going.
He lost one down the sideline. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Texas!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to...
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it. Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play call.
He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on second down for this offense. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it down on the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They're bringing heat. And they're on him immediately. Down goes their quarterback. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matches?
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ivory. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available. and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man. It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On third down, going up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Hey, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He makes the connection.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. He's looking to throw, and they can't make the connection. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. DB's right up on the receivers. They're trying to get to him. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Ivory. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Swanson. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It's now 4th and goal. Number 14 on the field goal.
It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
He'll ride his man on the option. He breaks a tackle. He'll toss it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Here's the handoff. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop. Down.
That's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they say you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, David, the defense dialed it up at the perfect time, and what a tackle.
Great tackle. I'm surprised, honestly, he held on to the football. That is what you want. You want physical knockbacks. When you're on defense, you watch the tape, coach is like, is the running back falling forward? If he's falling forward, we're not doing our job. There was no falling forward on that one.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, looking again to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Chavez. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably... It wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it.
Is incomplete.
The football, it's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that.
Feeling some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open and go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, BYU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Snap in the shotgun. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Bully ball on third and short. Keeps the legs moving. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Getting some heat. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Going for the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Texas. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job.
Oh, look out, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, BYU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Going up top on first down. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 46. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the option.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in it.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally, you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping.
He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,